Hey, good morning everyone. Actually it's afternoon, it's like 3 o'clock and so much happened already. Couldn't vlog though, but after the intro. Maybe we don't have intro, then it's just like NerdishByNature, blah 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 blah. Before we go into the stuff that actually happened already today, I want to thank you so much guys. It's like so motivating and everything to see your comments, like all the people that missed us. I was just looking at it and I'm like, you still remember us, so it's really cool. We also decided to upload our vlog to Facebook, which means you can watch it on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you don't get it into your subscription boxes here on YouTube, Facebook doesn't have that, right? You could just get a notification or something. I don't know. I think you can just say like star it and say favorite or something like that. Have to look into that again. So if you're on YouTube, just star our channel, so every time there is something new you actually get a notification and you can watch it. Because like Kat, shout out yesterday, she was commenting something. Oh, that went so quick. Yeah, sorry, it was a short vlog, the first one. The second one should be a bit longer. And I'm not sure about today's vlog. Like I said, a lot happened at home, here, and just in general. Stuff I can't talk about, stuff I can talk about. And I have to tell Jurre maybe to collect some footage, because right now he just shared live video with me. So another thing, because Facebook actually announced changes to Facebook. One, it's going to be a dating app on there, or like functions or something. I'll explain why that is actually awesome. You might be like, oh my god, why? It actually makes total sense. Just imagine you put your status into Facebook, you like stuff, you say I like this movie, I am in those groups, whatever. What better matchmaking matrix could you build than that? Seriously. And a lot of people actually found each other on Facebook and are married now with kids and happy. Way better than actually like using a normal random app where you're saying, yeah, I like dogs or something like that. Also coming, video chat for Instagram. Might not be interesting to you, but the other day, like actually 2 days ago, I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, that would be amazing. And a day later, bam, there's the function. And video group chats on WhatsApp and. There's a lot of things coming and different group settings. I'm not sure yet what, I have to read into it. But that's one reason I actually created a group on Facebook, which is moderated by NerdishByNature. Just join us. It's similar to what we did on Minecraft, I guess, where we just are a little community, just have fun together, post stuff, daily updates, whatever you guys want. We can just talk about stuff, show you the cats, do little stories, or you just tell us about your like day. And you don't have to leave a comment here, you can just comment on Facebook, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. We would like to talk to you, to be interactive again, so just hop on over, link is in the description. And now to the stuff that happened today.
In the past month or so, we have had weird things happening with the neighbors behind us. They are a family with I think 3 kids, a really young one into like the maybe 9 or 10. About a month or so ago, we heard screaming, yelling, and one of the I think the middle one or the oldest, one of the two, I don't know, ran up to our door yelling, please, please, but in German, of course. Which was already confusing on its own because we didn't see anything happening and we were actually shooting something in the hallway with Agnes. Well, Sarah went downstairs, kid came up and was just mopey and stuff. Wasn't really making sense either. That bro goes by, Sarah brings him back home. Seems like there's some problems with the kid itself, like mental problems, I think. 2-3 weeks go by now. Weird circumstances again. Kid runs out yelling police, police, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, so loud that we can easily hear everything he's screaming. Anyways, same thing happens. Yells outside, goes outside and yells, police, police, police. Which at that point was just really confusing, weird, and I was like, well, I don't think that there's anything majorly wrong, seeing how last time it was the same thing. I'll just send an email, or at least use the contact form from the local police station. He filled everything out, and later that day, later that day after, they came by and they asked really briefly here, like, what's happened, and blah blah blah. Went by, nothing happened. Earlier today, this morning actually, all of a sudden, like loud, like slamming and like pounding on the door or something that sounded like that. I don't know if it was there or outside downstairs because, well, we live in a stone building and sound travels weirdly here. I don't know if it was outside or inside, but he wasn't screaming in the same way as normal. Didn't think anything of it. And then I walked past into the hallway, and then I looked outside. As you can see from my desk and everything, I can see everything that comes in and drives past. What happened was that all of a sudden 3 cars were parked from the police. I didn't see any police officers at that time. It's like, okay, I guess it was more serious than someone else actually called them today. So about an hour long, nothing happened, and all of a sudden I see about like 6 police officers just really casually standing, looking at the castle, pointing at it and stuff. Normal people would do if they're just visiting, kind of. And I'm assuming because they're not from this area specifically, because we don't actually have a police station in this town because we're so small. I was like, okay, well, I guess nothing is wrong. But instead of waiting at the neighbor's house, they were standing across the road here into a building house that is currently being remodeled for new people who are moving in. But nothing was happening. It was so weird. And I think I saw a canine officer because he had a vest where on the back was a German Shepherd. So I'm assuming that this is what that means. I don't know enough about German police, so I could hear a dog, which we don't have any dogs around here, going like really loudly off. Half hour to an hour passed, and all of a sudden I see like everyone move towards the courtyard here, and the kid getting into the back of the car. And the kid is like 10, so parents have to normally be with him. The mom was outside walking back and forth, very casually, just as if nothing was wrong. They drove off, and the mom didn't follow. I don't know what happened. I'm just mostly confused about the situation, and I have more questions now than I have answers. That was a very interesting day. At least I'm happy that they respond to stuff here. If I ever have an issue, I know that with like 4 or 5 police cars, they will show up. And on a different note, by the way, we will probably do like a sort of like an update video on what happened the last year, because I don't think that many of you guys follow us on social media, like our Facebook page, our personal Twitters and so on. So we might just make like a 15-minute video in the next couple of days or week or so, where we basically just talk about like the things that we have been up to. A lot of things are going to change in general. We're still working on getting back, of course, to the US, but that's like a longer term goal at this point. Already happy that things have been stabilizing the last year. So yeah, it's a very difficult situation to really explain in like a really brief second. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe we won't. We'll just do a live stream instead, depending on how it works. But things are going to change, and the way we're doing vlogs might also be a little bit different from how we did them, because daily vlogs is an incredibly challenging like thing. We're no longer able to just do the daily thing and make it easy, because at some point you just get so drained on stuff. It's a lot of work every single day. We're also running a business. We're not always able to vlog in the same way that we would otherwise. Depending on how things go, probably the next couple of days you'll see something more on the information side of things.
In the meantime, I went downstairs. It's actually past 9 o'clock already. God, I'm tired! I actually was watching a YouTube video and fell asleep on the bed. And I was like, no! We're going downstairs, finishing the little wings, or feathers, how you ever want to call them. I haven't done much more like downstairs. I'm watching Rain, which Agnes might like because she is absolutely addicted. We actually went to Bonn to MagicCon, and I borrowed her that dress over there, which was actually my first Halloween dress. I didn't make it. It was actually, I think, and I said actually like a million times already, I think it was a dress from either my aunt or my mom. Probably 60s or 70s or something. But I love it. And she looked really cool. And I was wearing her Merida. Not this one, more the classic Disney version she made. And yeah, it was, in the end it was fun. And I actually, we should put a counter here, met Tom Ellis just quickly. Got a photo with him, selfie. Kind of sneaked in. We were the last in the row in the queue. Can't talk anymore. I think we have to swap the... Whoa, come on, focus. I think we have to continue the vlog tomorrow because clearly I'm unable to talk. I hope you guys are doing well. It's day 3, so far so good. And what are we doing for the German word of the day? Spiegel. It's a mirror. Bye guys.